Alright, so I will be talking about the Computer Information Technology program at Delgado. So this will just be an introduction to the Computer Information Technology programs at Delgado, basically who we are and how you can get started in IT today. So let's see here. So at Delgado, we have many technology related programs and classes. You may have seen some of the acronyms around: CMIN, CNET, Tech, ELST, ADOT, CLCP, and you might be asking, well, what does it all mean? I'm here to say don't really worry about that. Today we're just going to focus on Computer Information Technology Program, often shortened to CMIN at Delgado. And I believe we actually had a question from Jasmine Young about talking about the Computer Technology Network Program, or CNET, Computer Network Technology. That is a different department, but I was going to say email Elizabeth Dewitt, EDUETT at dcc.edu for info on CNET. So, I'm going to jump into CMIN. So you're probably asking, what is CMIN? CMIN is Computer Information Technology, or the Computer Information Technology Program, and that basically teaches students the functions and operations of the computer and internet technologies, and basically how they work. The simplest version is software side, tends to be the differentiation I make to students. This program offers a wide variety of classes, from Java to information security to cloud computing to C++ to web foundations to advanced web projects, a bunch of different things. If you ever see the CMIN prefix in front of a class, that's these classes. And also different certifications and a degree with specialization in either programming analysis, web design, game design, or information security and assurance. So like I said, we have a bunch of available degrees and certificates. From top down, you have the Computer Information Technology Associate of Applied Science with concentrations in program analysis, web design, game design, and information security and assurance. To break those down further, the Programmer Analyst track is basically teaching a bunch of programming languages, Visual Basic, Java, C++, as well as database analysis. Web design is teaching the foundations of web programming, HTML and CSS, a bit of JavaScript, as well as design aspects, learning Photoshop, learning Adobe XD, different programs that help you in the design aspect. Game design teaches you foundations of game programming, such as C++, as well as the design side of it, designing your characters, writing the stories for a game. And then finally, information security and assurance deals with the security aspect of it, cybercrime, hardening your network, building your networks, things like that. Then there's the Certificate of Technical Studies in Web Design, and then finally, career and technical certificates in application programming, web programming, and information security and assurance. And you can learn more about these and see the breakdown on our website, www.dcc.edu/go/itpro. Now this is a lot of words, and you're probably wondering, what's the difference between all of these abbreviations and certificates? Well, to break it down, the CTC, or Career and Technical Certificate, it is 12 credit hours, which translates to about 4 classes. The good side of this, it can be completed in 1 semester. In fact, you can complete all of them this summer, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But the CTC is really good for someone who is beginning a career change. You're kind of like, hey, I want to get into IT, but I'm not really sure, if I want to make a big commitment to it, let me get my feet wet kind of a deal. Someone who isn't really sure what they know they want to go in IT, they know they want to do an associate degree, but aren't really sure maybe which major, so they want to kind of test out an area. Or for someone who is continuing their education, maybe you have a computer science degree in software development, but you want to maybe learn a bit more about web design because you never really took those classes, or maybe information security because you slept through your information security class in computer science somehow. Whichever you want to do, those are there for you. They're small little appetizers, more or less. Then you have the CTS, the Certificate of Technical Studies. This is 24 credit hours, which translates to basically 8 classes. We have this in web design only at the moment, but it is a more in-depth version of what you would get in the web programming CTC. It takes about 2 semesters to completion if you were to put this in the traditional time frame of traditional school. And the benefit to this is it can be done entirely online. And then finally, you have the Associate of Applied Science. This is obviously 60 credit hours, which translates to about 20 classes. It obviously is the most in-depth and the biggest time commitment. So the benefit to that is you would take, you have your 15 credit hours of general electives, which is about 5 classes of gen eds, followed by about 27 credit hours, or I think it would be 9 classes of core curriculum that every concentration shares with each other, which teaches you basic programming, Java, InfoSec, those kind of things. And then you branch out into your concentration. The benefit to the Associate Applied Science, as much as it might look like a daunting time commitment, there are fast track options available. Will help you get through that if you want to blaze through, if you're a student who really, wants to power through and can do it. So, you might be wondering, okay, well, I see the CTCs are cool, but why jump into them? The benefit of all these credentials is they are stackable, and they can be done alongside. So a student can earn a CTC alongside their current degree program without having to sacrifice that degree. For example, let's say you're a culinary student right now, you're going to get your associates in that, and you realize you want to open a bakery one day, but will need a website for your own business as a bakery. Bake shop, bakery, yeah. So you want to have that, so you need a website. You can go get the CTC in web programming and learn how to build websites. So now you have that credential next to you, which looks great, and you have not sacrificed your main degree program. You can also earn that CTC. It's a valuable credential in and of itself without the huge commitment of an associate degree, because maybe you have a full-time job and kids to take care of, and you don't have the time necessarily at this moment to do an associate degree. But if you change your mind and you want to pursue that higher credential, you absolutely can. The CTC already has all these classes will count towards it. So you already get a credential and you're set to jet for your associate degree. And you can also earn multiple CTCs. So you might be saying, cool, that's awesome. How do I get started? You can actually get started this summer. So if you enroll now in the Maymester or May intersession, it's called 2 different things, but they both mean the same, the May one. If you enroll starting then and you follow any of these tracks right here, you can, by the end of the summer semester, before fall even starts, earn a CTC. So, for example, if you are interested in web programming, which is HTML, CSS, the foundations of your web design and web programming, you would enroll in the Logic and Design CMIN 203 in Maymester, enroll in CMIN 216 Web Foundations 1 in Summer Term A, followed up with CMIN 220 Web Foundations 2 in Summer Term B, as well as enroll full-time throughout the summer in ADOT 215 Web Design using Dreamweaver. By the end of July 29th, I believe, you will have a web programming CTC. Similar with application programming, enroll in CMIN 203 for Maymester, Summer Term A in CMIN 204, and full term enroll in CMIN 214 C++, and CNET 157 Network System Basics. By the end of summer, you will have a certificate in application programming, which is the foundational CTC for both game design and programmer analysis. Similar with information security and assurance, and also the Cloud Computing Foundation CTC. Now you might be going, wait, Cloud Foundations, you never mentioned that before. What about the cloud? So Delgado offers cloud computing too. We just kind of launched it, I believe, this term. It's kind of the wonderful hidden gem secret because everyone is super excited about it, but it's super new and fresh that not everybody actually knows about it. But the cloud computing program is offered at Delgado. It is an interdisciplinary program, meaning that it takes classes from more than one Delgado program. It takes from CMIN, Computer Information Technology, CNET, Computer Network Technology, ELST classes, I believe management classes. Basically, it's coming from all different areas. But students can earn both an Associate of Applied Science as well as a Certificate of Career and Technical Certificate. Get those confused all the time. I'm going to say CTC. So you can earn an AAS or a CTC. Since several of these courses do come from the CMIN program, we like to emphasize that if you're already in the CMIN program, especially the associate degree, and a student seeking an associate degree in computer information technology can easily earn that Cloud Computing Foundation CTC with only one extra class, which looks great in your resume. So you don't have to switch all the way over to a cloud computing AAS, you can just get that CTC. And you can learn more about cloud computing at dcc.edu/go/cloud. Now you might be saying, okay, cool, why should I consider cloud? Why should I consider cloud CTC? Now more than ever, cloud computing is essential. We're all, in this brave new world. Businesses are relying on cloud computing, which is basically, instead of having your own server host architecture in a warehouse somewhere, you give it to a business, they handle it, the delivery of many of your files, your applications, your programs over the internet. Think Google Drive, think at Delgado, Office 365. It's very integral to services now more than ever, because not everyone can go on site anymore at their jobs. Additionally, the average salary for jobs using cloud computing skills is over $120,000 annually. Now those are any jobs using cloud computing skills, but I just want to point out to you that the cloud support associate, which is Amazon's basic support system, a support person for cloud, is about $85,000 annually. And that's an entry-level job with cloud knowledge. Additionally, technology companies in New Orleans are looking to hire people with cloud computing expertise, and they want to, and actually need to, if they want to keep their tax breaks, hire New Orleanians. So it's really, really, really good to be getting cloud skills, especially if you're New Orleanian, especially right now. And then finally, there's a lot of job growth coming with the cloud revenue. Cloud revenue is projected to grow. With it comes job growth. Basically, the job's not going away anytime soon. And the benefit is you can learn those necessary cloud skills entirely online in one semester over the summer. All you have to do is enroll in CMIN 204 for Maymester, summer term A, CMIN 244, Information Security, and for full term, enroll in CNET 157, Network System Basics, and CMIN 233, Cloud Computing Foundations. And by fall, you will have the Cloud Computing Foundation CTC, which is amazing. So I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Reach out anytime if you want to learn more about our program or about what we offer to cmin@dcc.edu. That's C as in computer, M as in man, I as in information, N as in network at dcc.edu. And don't forget to join us for our career speaker series at 11:15 to hear from a cloud computing professional, Myra Roldan. She's going to talk about what her job is, how she got there, what she's doing, answer any questions you might have. At the link, it's rebrand.ly/DCC speaker series. Just use the code 679003 to join. If you have any questions, we'll be answering questions in the chat until about 11. And thank you once again for tuning in. And again, that email address is cmin@dcc.edu. And our website is www.dcc.edu/go/itprep.